Hello everyone and welcome back to another Trenton World 3 video. We're back on the enhanced Midland Mainline and we're going to do a run from Derby and we're going to be going down to Leicester. So it should be around just over half an hour or so. But yeah, I thought we'd come back, we've done the stream, so feel free to check that out. But I thought we'd just come back if you did miss that and yeah, do a video to show sort of what's new and well, what's sort of been added in. So yeah, we won't be doing everything in this one. It'll mostly just be the HST and well, Derby down to Leicester. So we won't be seeing, is it Etches Park Maintenance Depot? We won't be seeing that. Right, we're actually ready to go, so let's get everything set up. DSD, oh, that was actually already on normal. Did I do that? I don't know. AWS, and that's all set up. Okay, alright, let's do that to forward. Get the doors shut. And obviously the first thing you may notice is these sort of much more yeah, realistic posters and stuff, and more sort of signage. Just come down here a bit, you can see it a bit more actually. There you go, it's got the Samaritans posters, Starbucks, even yeah, East Midlands trains, ticketing and stuff, and also the real vending machines as well, which is quite cool. You see all the different brands in there. Oh, I didn't actually notice that the first time I looked. We've got all the sort of real brands in there actually. Yorkie, Minstrels, Doritos, Quavers. Quite cool to see. Right, let's drive the train. Let's get that off. So this is on PC. It's a PC mod only. Just say again, PC only. And lighting's also been changed, so you won't really notice it too much, but well, you can't really. But the cab light is more of a orangey colour, a bit like, think of the old street lights, sort of the orangey colour. It's got more of that colour now to it. And also, one other thing we can tick off straight away is the noise. Can hear the horn from like quite well from really far away. In further, so the sound annotation has been increased, so you can hear the engine sounds and the horn sounds much more in advance of what you could before. We'll keep the HUD on for this run before we get it off. So we can get it off. But we are going to be looking at all the different bits and bobs. Might be best to keep it on. Here we are, you've got the East Midlands trains on the depot here. There's a bit more clutter going on, a bit more going on, and a big thing actually, if we fly over here, you've got the Great Western Mark IIIs as well, which are also here. And you might have noticed there's a lot more vegetation as well, much more going on that wise. And washers have been added in. Look at that. They do their washing. Right, let's get that off. I suppose we could do it without the HUD on. Or no, we'll keep it on because we're going to be sort of looking at all the scenery. So RVEL. A few sort of real signs there. Yes, it's just generally sort of more clutter. There's more going on. It just feels a bit more sort of lived in. Oh, I've nabbed that word off, or that phrase off one of the comments or so. I think it was actually Paul, Trenton driver. But yeah, it feels a bit more lived in, the route. And also the signal colours have been changed as well, so they're quite sort of, I suppose, that's what they weren't too bad, but they were sort of a bit more washed out before the colours, so much more sort of lighter. Let's like that a bit. But yeah, vegetation is a big thing. There's much more of it. As without it, it's quite bland. There's not really much. I probably shouldn't have done it this time of the day as well. We've got the sun just beaming down on the ballast, but the ballast colour has changed as well. Right ahead. I'm trying to get like a slightly shady a bit. Get a little bit further ahead. Yeah, the ballast colour is different as well. Now, someone also pointed out that the blue on the livery might be slightly darker. I don't know if that is one of the changes, but it could be. picked a slightly dimmer time of the day because it's just really bright. The sun beaming down on the tracks. Spondon as well. Spondon's had quite a big change to it actually. One, well, that's really related to Spondon, but the whistle was being added. I don't think that was there before. And also, yes, a very important thing. I think you've now got cattle grids at the end of the platform and a bush to stop people just walking off the edge of the platform, which they could do. There was nothing here before, so people could literally just come off. Oh no, they're on the level crossing. Well, they can't do that anymore. You've also got some sort of more real life posters, which I quite like it because it feels like it's more of a it has that area feeling, so it makes it feel more local. You know, you've got Nottingham Forest, Leicester City there. Just makes it feel more. It gives it more of an identity to sort of where it is. I suppose quite a lot of the sort of UK routes they don't really have those sorts of things, so they sort of all look very similar and don't really have much of an identity, if that sort of makes sense. Just add in those little local things. Yeah, Leicester City, Nottingham Forest on posters, you know, rivals and stuff, just adds to it. And obviously I know licensing, they wouldn't be able to do that. They possibly could. They've got the Albion, Brighton Hove Albion at Falmer on East Coastway. Well, that'd be cool to see some sort of Brighton Hove stickers on certain bits and bobs, as you see at Falmer in real life. This bit we just passed here, if you look at that on the default, it's literally just completely barren and flat. There's not really any vegetation to it. Whereas, as you can see here, there's plenty of vegetation. It's another thing about the default route, there's not enough vegetation. See, something like this is comparable to the Niddertal barn, which I'd say is probably the best route for scenery because it just feels so alive. Yeah, you've got vegetation everywhere right at the side of the tracks. Because, I mean, railways, realistically, they're not barren places of vegetation. There's always massive bushes out sort of near the tracks and stuff. So there's a lot more sort of how it would be. All sort of weeds and ferns everywhere. Well, it's not too far to Long Eaton. Well, I didn't actually get to stop at in this live stream, so we'll have to have a little look there, see what little changes we can see. There is actually a big sort of list of changes, but I feel like I can remember quite a lot of them. Oh, that's one. But power station. You can already see it from, what, 2 miles away? Whereas on the default, you'd probably see it actually once you're past Long Eaton. And obviously the power station's quite a big place, so you should probably be able to see it from quite far away. Like, it's nice seeing it. Because usually you wouldn't see it from here. It wouldn't even spawn in. It would spawn in just past Long Eaton. These things make a difference. And what I was saying on the stream, it would be great to see sort of more collaboration between modders and developers, which I know apparently they actually have been doing. Yeah, they have been doing more of, but I suppose it would be nice to see even more, and maybe with the third-party developers. I think Dovetail have been sort of getting modders to do certain bits and bobs, but maybe from more of the sort of third-party devs as well. I mean, if this can be done as an EP, surely this could be done sort of as the default route, which would just be superb, wouldn't it? Oh god. Oh no, we're fine. No, we're fine. As long as the coaches are on. Actually, no, that's alright. That's acceptable. That's sort of Samaritan's poster there. See what else we can sort of see here. I haven't really discovered much of Long Eaton actually. So you've got the football posters there. Obviously, yeah, some of these posters they wouldn't be able to do because, well, the big C word, copyright. I'm sure some they might be able to sort of get in. I mean, Samaritans, would they have an issue of them being in the game? Gives it more, yeah, more people then know about it. Oh, another thing, listen to the slam doors. Right, ready? I'll be quite ready. Open it as well. New audio for the slam doors, or for the doors closing. Let's get going, leaving Long Eaton, and it's actually running really smoothly. I was sort of worried when the modders first said, "Oh, do you want to, show off the EP?" I was thinking, "Oh god, my PC's not going to be able to run this because it's going to be like a whole lot more on top." But it actually is running it about the same, maybe even better actually. Weirdly, I mean, I've locked my PC to about 31 FPS. I don't know why 31. I think I just tried to get to 30, but then it just 31. It's a bit fiddly. Also notice the fumes on top of the HST, they do behave a bit differently and look a bit darker as well. That's a really nice shot actually. Is that the parts? And as you're watching this video, I'm not too sure what day this will be going out, either Monday or Tuesday. So if you're watching way past release, it's probably out already. That's really good actually. Yeah, we'll keep the HUD on. I would usually have the HUD off on this route, but as we were sort of flying around looking at all different bits and bobs, I'll keep it on. Yeah, the ballast colours you can see them a bit better here now as we're sort of turning out of the sun. Which I used to think it was quite silly when like people complained about the ballast colours. I was thinking, really? Complain about ballast colours? I mean, really? But it does make a difference. Because if you look at, even just on Google Maps satellite view of the tracks, they do sort of have that more browny, well, not orangey, but sort of that, more browny colour to them. Not everyone. Certainly some of these sort of older ones. And the power station also has got a new texture to it as well, which makes it look a lot more grubby and old. And actually have a few. Oh no, Loughborough's in it. I was thinking we were stopping at East Midlands Parkway. Trent Viaduct, which is this. I used to think it was Red Hill Bridge. There's been a little bit of work done to this. If you're local, you'll probably spot what's being done. I think it was to do with that there, making it hollow. In real life, apparently it's sort of hollow on the inside or something. The various work's being done. I hope we don't have a rain coming up. I haven't really been keeping an eye on the signals, but I hope we don't have a red. There we go, look at that. You can see the new sort of grubby, grimy texture to it. Which is, as it did look, I don't know if this is knocked down now actually, but sort of as it did look in real life. I think that has been knocked down now actually. On the big cooling towers. Pretty cool structures, aren't they? There you go, they look a lot more grubby and dirty and just not very nice. There you go, you can really see the colour difference here of the ballast. A lot less bright. Now through East Midlands Parkway, it feels really weird to be just whizzing through here. Oh, another change. That big sign there. That surprisingly wasn't on the original one. I genuinely thought it was, but no. As we continue along. Right, so be careful of the signals, as I suppose we probably are following. Probably another HST actually, maybe one from Nottingham. green now, I think that's good. Signal gantries have also been updated. I don't know if all of them have been updated. It's nice, isn't it? It's really nice shots. I'm yeah, surprised it is running really nicely. But the vegetation is actually a separate enhancement pack to it. I think it's the UK Vegetation Enhancement Pack, which requires peak forest. As I think the only DLC you actually require for this enhancement pack, the Midland Mainline Enhancement Pack, is Great Western Express. Although if you want the nicer looking vegetation, then, well, peak forest, UK Vegetation Pack. You can see all the vans as well, the work vans with network rail. Oh, no, it's a slight blip there. Just over 4 miles to Loughborough. And from Loughborough we're straight down to Leicester. Let's get another flyby shot, really nice ones. But no, this sort of level of vegetation is almost, I'd say, sort of the same level as Nidderdale Barn. And that is probably the best TSW route. The tail lights as well, I'm pretty certain the tail lights look different. I know they did actually change some of the headlights. The headlights have been altered as well, but the tail lights they look different. They look much more, well, red, darker red, which I suppose would probably time with the signal changes as well, making the signals look a bit less washed out. So that probably does time with that. There's a 158. The 158 has had changes to it, slightly more weathering. It says like maintained by Nottingham Eastcroft Depot. So yeah, there's been a few changes to that as well. Two miles, Loughborough. Let's coast that. I'm assuming the other train probably shot right past it. Or maybe not. We've got double yellow here actually. Oh no, green. It's fine. That gantry there, that looks different. I'm guessing that's one of the changed ones. This. That's probably from Great Western Express, isn't it? Great Western Express, this gantry. But yeah, that sounds a bit different. Oh yeah, it just seems the distance of most things has just been increased. I know I'm a console player, so maybe it's just PC things load in a bit sooner, which makes me think it looks a lot better. But yeah, certainly things loading in, spawning in. Containers also have real brands on them. I know some of them already did, but there's more. You know, Maersk, which again probably wouldn't be able to be done elsewhere because the big C word, copyright. Obviously, as this is a free, unofficial mod. It can do that. And you're probably asking when this will be coming out. It should be coming out very soon if you're watching when this video first releases. There's another train at Loughborough. 158's all over the place. Cool. Loughborough looks a lot nicer as well. I mean, this bridge here, I don't know, this bridge stands out to me. It looks a lot better. I don't know, I don't know if they've actually changed anything with it, but it just looks a lot nicer. It looks a lot more weathered. Oh, that's like a perfect stop. That was brilliant. But you can see the headlights have been tweaked. this bridge, I don't know, it just looks like there's been changes to it. You know, slightly more sort of brick wear, yeah, bits of sort of come off. I don't know, it just looks. I'm gonna have to sort of check the console one to see if it has changed, but it looks better. There's something about it. And yeah, there's more vegetation at the end of the platform as well. And the big thing, that you've got the Brushworks logo now on the on the works. Hello, is that Einstein there doing something? And yeah, network rail vans, response unit. Right, let's doors shut. And then we shall get moving. Leicester's next in 11 miles. Nice. Okay. I believe there's also a bit more weathering on the HST as well, and on the Mark III's. There's a bit more grubbier on the top there. I mean, these are from, well, the 70s. So you got a bit more sort of muck on them, and grime, all that stuff. Off it goes. On our way to Leicester. Screenshots. Obviously it's the fun now. Also Mount Sorrow, I think one of the gas tanks has been altered. I don't know this area realistically, so I don't know, but yeah, there has been changes to that as well, from what they were saying. Because I think the modders who created this, I'm trying to remember all their names, was it Jetwash, Rob, London Midland, Spratty, and Bescott. Apologies if I missed any of your names there. Who have sort of put together this, and I suppose this is just tons of enhancements put together into one pack. You know, quite a lot of routes. You know, they've got like I suppose the BML, for example. I think that's got like a ballast sort of change to it. It's got the plane change to it. Then all the poster changes to it. Well, this is basically just all of that, and all of the effects just into one large folder. By all the different modders, just to make it a lot easier for you guys to come and download. It's the easiest thing to download. Obviously, all you need is Great Western Express, and if you want the vegetation, that's the vegetation pack. You need Peak Forest for that. But I actually thought it was quite hard to install mods. That's why I'd never installed mods before, and obviously I'm a console player, so I didn't really ever look into it. But I thought it would be quite hard. You have to go to like the 60th folder, then delete something and put it in, and it would just all be a bit confusing. But no, we literally just go, I think it was yeah, Steam library, common, train sim mod 3, TS2 Pro engine it was easy. And you put yeah, pack file, put the pack file in, done. That's it. So very simple to install. And has it had an effect on game performance? Not really. It just runs exactly the same. I do apologise for that this time of day though, as it is really quite bright. Coming up on Mount Sorrel, which is actually the gas tanks on the left hand side have been altered. So many locals you will be like, oh yeah. Them over there's been changed. Yeah, it's before by. That's quite a nice shot, isn't it? actually really nice shot. I like that shot. Something you see like on one of the sort of HST promo trailers or adverts. HST, 125 miles an hour, London to the north in little time. Let the HST take you there, and it'll be like, well, not that, but it'll be to the side and then just zoom off. .5 miles. Gantry up there. I think those trees fading, I think that's just my PC, so all that. My PC setting was doing weird things. Just over 5 miles. But it completely transforms the route. Completely transforms it. I mean, some of these changes could be implemented to the real thing and to the console versions as well. So yeah, ballast, vegetation, that could all be that could probably all be done. I mean, yeah, obviously the big C word, copyright. Obviously, some of the things you wouldn't be able to put in. But yeah, you could obviously up the vegetation, ballast colours, the signal colours, the sound, change all that. Putting those Great Western coaches back at Derby, you could do that. So there's quite a lot of things from this enhancement pack which could actually be updated onto the real thing, and then obviously gone over to console. The train lights and the way they are at night, station lighting. Those are the things that could be done. Yeah, obviously all the posts and stuff probably not. We're almost there, 3.5 miles, and what we'll do actually is I'll spawn into maybe Leicester or Nottingham. Maybe we'll do Nottingham actually. We'll spawn in there at night time, and then you can see sort of the station lighting and also the train lighting as well, which has been changed as well, just to finish it off. DB Schenker containers as well, and then the Myersk ones. A bit of extra air. Oh god, it's slapping that down. That does come down quite quickly actually. I'm really quite bad when it comes to speeding on this. Yeah, there's a lot more going on, feels much more lifted. Oh god, that's a single yellow. That will be alright. Fairly long signal sections. So that train is still ahead of us. Get it out of the way. Horn action for you. One mile. Got to be wary that it could be a red. That looks like a yellow at the moment, but that could change. TSW signals are like that from a distance. They're like, yeah, yellow, and then they then go to red. Well, it does look quite like a yellow. Yeah, it is. Platform 3. Lovely. You see what I mean, that with the amount of just extra clutter and just stuff going on. I know I've said it about 5 times already. Just, yeah, it makes it feel a lot more lifting. Which ultimately just makes it more realistic. Yeah, this is Leicester. Cool. Yes. There's the stop marker just there. There we go, unlock the doors, and that is going to be that. Actually, that's not going to be that, because we are now going to come out of here, and we are going to spawn in at night time, so you can see what it's like at night time. So let's do that quickly. I won't take 2 ticks to quickly load out, go back in, read the main line. Now we'll spawn in the HST actually. That one, no, not that one, that one. We do, ooh, that's a late old one. That one, set it in January. It's got, I bet it will be light somehow, won't it? Hopefully not. And you can see what it's like, the lighting at night. It's quite a bit's been changed. So this is the cab light. See, yeah, much more orangey, as well, 70s light, just street light. Sort of the orangey lights are. They're much better. Look at that already. Let me get the night lights on. Where the night lights gone? That looks a lot better. For that, and then station lighting as a whole. Mark III lights have also changed. They're much dimmer now. And I think quite a lot of the older images, they do look also quite orangey as well. I suppose maybe these are when they were refurbished, so they're slightly sort of, well, more modern. And yeah, then you've got the station lighting, and if we can, we might be able to see it. Oh, you can, there we go, it's got the lights on it. You can see the depot here as well, once it loads. There you go, that maintenance depot. Which is quite nice to see. And then station lighting has also been tweaked as well. But yeah, that is going to be it, everyone. For another look at the Midland Mainline Enhancement Pack. I'm sure this will be out very soon, so keep an eye out. And I'm sure when it does, I'll let you know. But yeah, links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Big thanks again to the modders for giving us access to show this off. Apart from that, thanks for coming in, and I hope to see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.